สวัสดีค่ะวันนี้ดิฉันนางสาวศิรกุโทจะมาสอบ reading เลขที่ 40เป็นนักเรียนคณะบริหารธุรกิจและการบัญชีสาขาการเงิน section 118 รหัสนักศึกษา 613210530-8 ค่ะ Okay everyone, today we are talking about interesting places.I like to talk about the city of Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. We often think cities are urban areas with traffic and modern buildings. We do not usually think cities have woods, lakes, and fields. But Vancouver is a green city, a place that is good to live in because it has clean air, water, and land. Vancouver has the best parts of green forest and city life. I would like to talk about some history of Vancouver, as well as some of the advantages and disadvantages of this green city.Vancouver originally was a place where the native people of the area lived and traded for thousands of years before Europeans came to live there in the 1800s. Then, in 1886, at the first city meeting, the people of Vancouver asked the national government to give the city 1,000 acres to use a park. They got the land from the government and started Stanley Park. This was the start of Vancouver becoming a green city with many parks and beautiful views. But being a green city with lots of parks has both advantages and disadvantages. First of all, let's look at some of the advantages. Obviously, Stanley Park is a large park. In fact, because it is located in the city of Vancouver, it is the third largest urban park in North America. It has many gardens, walking paths, trees, and even animals like bald eagle, coyotes, and seals. As we know, lots of trees help clean the city air. Also, lots of parks give people many places to walk. So, they are healthier since Vancouver is near the mountains and the ocean. People can enjoy the outdoor easily during the warm, sunny summers. When people go to Stanley Park, they can enjoy ancient trees as they walk near the ocean, or they can have fun by Beaver Lake. Which like Stanley Park help make Vancouver one of the healthiest and cleanest cities in the world. Global warming is an important issue around the world. Recently, it has created problems in the western grass rainforest of India. Forests are important for slowing down global warming because of the work that trees do for us. Trees are global cleaners. They take in carbon dioxide, CO2, the gas that heats the atmosphere. So, every time we cut down trees, we make global warming worse. Then global warming damages the forest more. More trees disappear because the changes in temperature stop the normal growth of the forest. Nowadays, rainforests get less rain, and this is changing the way they work. Governments around the world are beginning to work on the problem. Although governments say they will stop the damage to the forest, scientists don't think the work is happening quickly enough. The scientists say the forests are changing, the animals and the plants that animals need are changing. In fact, scientists believe 45% of the forest area are going to change completely in the next 80 years. This is where the purple fox become important. A report tells us that the fox is in danger of disappearing forever. The fox can run very fast, make a noise like a small chicken, and is one of the most unusual animals in the world. Of course, for some people the end of one type of fox is not important. But it is for B. Judas, a researcher from Delhi University who discovered it in 2003. For him, the problems of the purple fox show what global warming is doing the Indian forest. He explains that is interesting animals won't be around much longer if we don't take care of the forest. Mr. Das is going to present information about the forest next week. During the next week, many people are meeting to talk about the climate and saving the forest according to Mr. Das. We need to plan now, or we will probably lose some species completely if we don't think carefully about the climate of the forest. The purple fox possibly won't be around for much longer. On to the weather report now.
Okay, everyone. Today we are talking about interesting pests. I don't like to talk about the city of Vancouver in British Columbia. Canada is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. We often think cities are urban areas with traffic and modern buildings. We do not usually think cities have woods, lakes, and fields, but Vancouver is a green city, a place that is good to live in because it has clean air, water, and land. Vancouver has the best parts of green forest and city life. I would like to talk about some history of Vancouver as well as some of the advantages and disadvantages of this green city. Vancouver originally was a place where the native people of the area and traders for thousands of years before Europeans came to live there is the 1800s. Then is 1886 at the first city meeting the people of Vancouver as did. The national government to give the city 1,000 acres to use as a park. They got the land from the government and stressed steady park. This was the start of Vancouver becoming a green city with many parks and beautiful views. But being a green city with lots of parks has both advantages and disadvantages. First of all, Let's look at some of the advantages. A fishery study park in a leisure park. In fact, beautiful is its locatory. In the city of Vancouver, it is the trust's largest urban park in North America. It has many gardens, walking paths, trees, and every animals like birds, beagles, coyotes, and swans. As we know, lots of tea help clean the city air. Also, lots of parks give people many places to talk. So there are hatred since Vancouver is near the mountain and the ocean. People can enjoy the outdoor leisure during the warm, sunny summer. When people go to Stanley Park, they can enjoy anchorage trees. They work near the ocean. Of they can have fun by beverage with like Stanley Park Hills, make Vancouver one of the healthiest and cleanest city. Can have fun by beverage with like Stanley Park Hills, make Vancouver one of the healthiest and cleanest city in the world. I don't also like to talk about some disadvantages of Stanley. Global warming is an important issue around the world. Recently, it has the address farmer. In the winter test rainforest of India, foreign are imported for slowing down global warming because of the work that tea do for us. Tea are global warming cleaner. They take in carbon dioxide, CO2, the gas, the heart, the asthma, mouth. So every time we cruise down tea, we make global warming worse. Then global warming can make the forest more trees misappear because the change in the temperature stops the normal cover of the forest. Nowadays, rainforest gets less land, and this is changing the way they work. Government around the world are beginning to work on the problem. Other governments say they will stop the climate to forest. Scientists don't think the world is happening quickly enough. The scientists say the forests are shrinking. The animal and the pests that animal needs are shrinking. In fact, scientists believe 45% of the forest area are going to socially compete in the next 8 years. This is where paper form become important. A report traces us that the frog is in danger of disappearing forever. The frog can run very fast, make a notch like a small chicken, and is one of the most unusual animals in the world. Of course, for some people, and the end of one table for frog is not important, but it is for which day a researcher from their university for discovery it in two, 203 for him. The problem of the puppet's function was global warming is doing to the India rainforest. He explained that this interesting animal was be around much wrong if we don't right take care of the forest. Thank you so much.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Khemapon Phunput. Okay, everyone, today we are talking about interesting places. I like to talk about the city of Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. We often think cities are urban areas with traffic and modern buildings. We do not usually think cities have woods, lakes, and fields. But Vancouver is a green city, a place that is good to live in because it has green air, water, and land. Vancouver has the best spots of green forests and city life. I would like to talk about some history of Vancouver, as well as some of the advantages and disadvantages of this green city, Vancouver. Originally, when a place where the Chinese people of the area lived and Thai lived for thousands of years. Before Europeans came to live this in the 1800s, in 1886, and the first city meeting the people of Vancouver had the national government to give the city 1,000 acres to use as a park. They got to land from the government and started Starlake Park. There when the start of Vancouver becoming a green city, well, nearby parks and beautiful views. But being a green city with lots of parks has both advantages and disadvantages. First of all, let's look at some of the advantages. Originally started park in a large part in French because it is halogen in the city of Vancouver. It is the largest urban park in North America. It's like many garden birthing practices and even animal life born eco coyotes and CL. As we do lots of things healthcare, the city are oriented lots of parks give people money place to talk. So there are children in Vancouver is here the mountain and the area people can enjoy the outdoor. It's really during the warm sunny summer when people go to Stargate Park, they can enjoy ancient cheese and their work near the ocean all day. Can help by beaver lake beach like Starlake Park help make Vancouver of the healthier and cleanest city in the world. Global warming is an important issue around the world. Recently, it has created problems in the Western gas. The forests of India forests are important for slowing down global warming because of the work that is used for use these are global cleaner. They take in carbon dioxide CO2. The gas hits the atmosphere, so every time we cut down trees, we take global warming worse than global warming come against the forest. More trees disappear, become the changing temperature to stop the normal goal. of the forest newer years, the forest gets less clean and this is changing the way there were governments around the world are changing to work on the proper. Although governments say they will stop the demand to forest science. Don't think the work is happening quickly enough. The science. The forests are changing, the animal and the pet animal needs are changing and fresh science believe 44% of the forest area are going to change completely in the next 80 years. That is where the purpose of become important. Our reports tell you that the frog in danger of disappearing forever. The frog can run very fast, make noise like a small chicken, is one of the most unusual animals in the world. Of course, for some people, the ease of one type of frog is not important, but it is for student research for Newry University, who covered in the 2010. For him, the problem of the purple frog show was global warming is going to India. The forest he explained that this introducing animal won't be around much longer if we don't take care of the forest.
Okay, everyone. Today we are talking about interesting places. I like to talk about the city of Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. We often think cities are urban areas with traffic and modern buildings. We do not usually think cities have woods, lakes, and fields, but Vancouver is a clean city, a place that is good to live in because it has clean air, water, and land. Vancouver has the best parts of clean forests and city life. I would like to talk about some histories of Vancouver, as well as some of the advantages and disadvantages of this clean city. Vancouver originally was a place where the native people of the area lived and traded for thousands of years before Europeans came to live there in the 1800s. Then, in 1886, at the first city meeting, the people of Vancouver asked the national government to give the city 1,000 acres to use as a park. They got the land from the government and started Sally Park. This was the start of Vancouver becoming a clean city with many parks and beautiful views. But being a clean city with lots of parks has both advantages and disadvantages. First of all, let's look at some of the advantages. Officially, Sally Park is a large park. In fact, because it is located in the city of Vancouver, it is the third largest urban park in North America. It has many gardens, walking paths, trees, and even animals like birds, eagles, coyotes, and seals. As you know, lots of trees help clean the city air. Also, lots of parks give people many places to walk so they are healthier. Since Vancouver is near the mountains and the ocean, people can enjoy the outdoors easier during the warm, sunny summers. When
People go to Stanley Park. They can enjoy ancient trees and they walk near the ocean. Or they can have fun by Beef Lights. Beef Lights Stanley Park help make Vancouver one of the healthier and cleanest cities in the world. Global warming is an important issue around the world. Lately, it has created problems in the western grassland forest for India. Forests are important for slowing down global warming because of the works that trees do for us. Trees are global cleaners. They take in carbon dioxide, CO2, the gas that heals the atmosphere. So many times we cut down trees, we make global warming worse. Then global warming damages the forest more. More trees disappear because in the changes in temperature stop normal growth of the forest. Nowadays, rainforest gets less rain and it is changing the way they work. Governments around the world are beginning to work on the problems. Although governments say they will stop the damage to forests, scientists don't think the work is happening quickly enough. The scientists say the forests are changing. The animals and the plants that animals need are changing. In fact, scientists believe 45% of the forest areas are going to change completely in the next 18 years. This is where the problem fog becomes important. A report tells us that the fog is in danger of disappearing forever. The frog can run really fast, makes a noise like a small chicken, and is one of the most unusual animals in the world. Of course, for some people, the end of one type of frog is not important, but it is for Bitudas of researcher from Delhi University who discovered in 2003. For him, the problems of the purple frog show what global warming is doing to the Indian forest. He explained that his interesting animal won't be around much longer if we don't take care of the forests.
Okay everyone, today we are talking about interesting place. I did like to talk about the city of Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. We often think cities are urban areas with traffic and modern buildings. We do not usually think cities have woods, lakes, and fields. But Vancouver is a green city, a place that is good to live in because it has clean air, water, and land. Vancouver has the best part of green forest and city life. I would like to talk about some history of Vancouver as well as some of the advantages and disadvantages of this green city. Vancouver originally was a place where the native people of the area lived and traded for thousands of years before Europeans came to live there in the 1800s. Then in 1886, at the first city meeting, the people of Vancouver asked the national government to give the city 1,000 acres to use as a park. They got the land from the government and started Stanley Park. This was the start of Vancouver becoming a green city with many parks and beautiful views. But being a green city with lots of parks had both advantages and disadvantages. First of all, let's look at some of the advantages. Obviously, Stanley Park is a large park. In fact, because it is located in the city of Vancouver, it is the third largest urban park in North America. It has many gardens, walking paths, trees, and even animals, like both eagles, coyotes, and seals. As we know, lots of trees help clean the city air. Also, lots of parks give people many places to walk, so they are healthier. Since Vancouver is near the mountains and the ocean, people can enjoy the outdoors easily during the warm, sunny summers. When people go to Stanley Park, they can enjoy ancient trees as they walk near the ocean, or they can have fun by river. Lake, which like Stanley Park, helps make Vancouver one of the healthiest and cleanest cities in the world. Global warming is an important issue around the world. Recently, it has created problems in the western Ghats rainforest of India. Forests are important for slowing down global warming because of the work that trees do for us. Trees are global cleaners. They take in carbon dioxide, the gas that heats the atmosphere. So every time we cut down trees, we make global warming worse. Then global warming damages the forest more. More trees disappear because the changes in temperature stop the normal growth of the forest. Nowadays, rainforests get less rain, and this is changing the way they work. Governments around the world are beginning to work on the problem. Although governments said they will stop the damage to forests, scientists don't think the work is happening quickly enough. The scientists say the forests are changing the animals and the plants. That animals' needs are changing. In fact, scientists believe 45% of the forest areas are going to change completely in the next 80 years. This is where the purple frog becomes important. A report tells us that the frog in danger of disappearing forever. The frog can run very fast, makes a noise like a small chicken, and is one of the most unusual animals in the world. Of course, for some people, the end of one type of frog is not important, but it is for Judas, researcher from Delhi University, who discovered it in 2003. For him, the problems of purple frogs show what global warming is doing to the India rainforest. He explains that this interesting animal won't be around much longer if we don't take care of the forest. Thank you.